right, so welcome to TikToff Conservatives. Thanks everybody for joining tonight. Obviously, I am Boomer Justin. With me is Conservative Ant, and we have a special guest today. Introduce yourself, special guest.
I am known as I am triggered on TikTok.
On TikTok, but in real life, your name is
Christian. Sorry,
Christian. Don't give out your last name, because then you're gonna have all the ladies after you.
Oh man, too bad I got a girlfriend.
Your girlfriend's gonna be. Listen, in this entire situation, all of our partners had to just relax.
Yeah,
Because I mean, Justin, most of your followers, they like your hair, the way the curls just naturally wave over your bandana of America.
Beautiful. It's like the what's the Great Plains, man.
Yeah, it's the signature, and I have to wear a hat. We've decided that if I'm not wearing a hat in my videos, people are like, "Where's the Italian gay urban Trump supporter with the hats?" So here we are.
And so, man, I've just come across your TikTok, Christian, right? So I don't know how I wasn't following you sooner.
Yep.
But you know how TikTok is. Like, you're kind of in your own world.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden someone's like, "Hey man, have you seen this guy on?" And I'm like, "Nah, man, I've never seen it." And when you ask someone, you're like, "Hey, have you seen this guy or that guy?" And when they say no, you're like, "How have you not?" You know, and so that's how I was kind of with you when I saw your impersonations. So you're kind of famous for doing a couple impersonations. Now, who might they be?
My best one is definitely Barack Obama, of course. Ironically, because I am a Trump supporter. So now I like to go by as the Republican Barack Obama. And that's
Perfect.
That's my
So
yeah. So
if Barack
but
Obama
let me be clear.
was a Republican, this is what he would be.
This is what it would be.
Quite frankly,
Well,
probably it's pretty amazing.
Quite frankly, we're looking at very bigly information here. No, you know that there's another guy who does a Trump impression. I think he blocked me on TikTok. He's the one who does a really, really good Trump impression. I reacted to a couple of his videos, and I clicked it and I couldn't get to it, and so I went to my other TikTok account for some reason that I had, and I looked him up, and he still has his profile up there. So I'm like, this guy must have seen my stuff and blocked me.
Blocked you?
Yeah, he's verified too and everything.
Are you not?
Hold on. Is it the white guy?
I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah, it's the white guy who does the skits. He had to have blocked me or something because I can't get to his videos from my I'm Triggered account, but I can get to him from any other account. I thought he deleted his videos.
So you're talking about the guy that did the one with, like, the hide and seek, right? Where like Trump was hiding behind the curtains?
Yes.
Dude, that's so messed up.
Yeah, I know, right? I was following the guy. I actually liked his videos.
You know he's like wicked liberal.
Yeah, I figured, but it's still funny though.
See, we can look past that and like enjoy like their
exactly.
comedic abilities.
Well, you know what? That's what kind of bugs me is, like, remember when comedy kind of crossed all lines, and we've talked about this in previous podcasts before, whereas, you know, it didn't matter if you were conservative or liberal or neutral. Comedy was comedy. Like, you should be able to cross over and make fun of each other, and it's fine. Like we've talked about, you know, we have a few Nancy Pelosi impersonators that, you know, are out there. And
yes.
I do the reporter skits where I'm, you know, whatever, I'm listening to Joe Biden or Nancy Pelosi, and I kind of do like the confused reporter. Like, that's Saturday Night Live stuff.
Exactly.
Like, we should be able to have fun.
Yeah.
Dude.
Crazy how the world's changed.
I cannot believe he blocked you. I can't believe that.
Yeah.
Dude,
he
could have like collaborated with you.
Right. I low-key wanted him to do his Trump impression as I do my Obama impression. That would have been dope. But no.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You guys could have went like back and forth. You know what I'm saying? That would have been awesome.
Exactly. Yeah.
Wow.
That cool.
Is super like.
So,
yeah.
I mean, it's annoying, but it just goes to show how tolerant they are.
They're not tolerant. They are intolerant and they are regressive. They're not tolerant and progressive. They're complete opposite. And they are exactly what they say you are. Every time they point the finger at you and say that you're a homophobe, you're a xenophobe, you're this, you're that, you're like, why is it that like Joe Biden has to work so hard to not be a racist that he is racist? You know what I'm saying?
That's just the thing is it's, you know what, Joe Biden doesn't, not only does he have to work so hard to not be racist, he literally has a track record of being racist since like 1976. Everything that the guy says is racist and condescending, and people that go like don't agree with him, he's gone up to people and like strangely touched their jackets and like pushed them and like done. He's not okay. The guy is not okay.
No, he's not.
And the fact that the liberal media is making it a point to cover it up and be like, no, it's just Uncle Joe. It's just Uncle Joe. I'm sorry, but if my old uncle was at my house being all kinds of racist like Joe, we would all be calling him out. We'd be like, that's not what we do.
Okay.
That's just my opinion.
So before we go off on that rant, I want to know a little bit about I Am Triggered here, right? So remember, this is I Am Triggered, at I Am Triggered on TikTok. If you're not following him already, make sure that you go on there and you give him a follow. I mean, not that like he needs, like I'm only like sitting at like not even 40K. This guy's got like almost 150K, and I'm like telling people to go follow him. Like, you know. But seriously, what I want to know is like, so we kind of touched on this a little bit before we went live, but how did you come into knowing that you had this ability to like really tap into the Obama?
Like I was in art class and no, I don't know really when. I just remember like when I listen to somebody, like I pick up on mannerisms like really easily and really fast, and I guess when I was by myself, I in my head thought I sounded like him. And I was in art class one day, and these other guys were doing presidential impressions, and I went ahead and just said, "My fellow Americans," and everybody was like, "What the heck? You just sound like Obama." And so it just kind of started from there. And this is before I even knew anything about politics either. So, yeah.
So are you on? Are you on Cameo yet?
Cameo.
Yeah.
Oh, you haven't heard of Cameo?
So, dude, like you can go on Cameo, you can create yourself your profile and like what your shtick is, like what you do, or if you're just like a famous person and people want to have you do a shout out for like their sister or their brother or whatever, you basically like, So you could do that for like the Obama voice or something like that. Dude, people and they'll pay you to do that.
Wow. You know what? I never thought about that. I should probably look into that and try to avoid lawsuits at all cost.
You gotta look out for Hillary. She'll be after you.
Hey, if I think that Obama or that, if I think that other guy blocking me on TikTok was crazy enough, Obama suing me would be even crazier. Okay,
suing you for his voice, like the guy who literally spied on his political opposition.
Oh my God.
Now don't go telling lies. No,
dude, I love that. Man.
No, keep going. Do it more.
So I want to talk about my name, my @ on TikTok. The reason why I named myself I'm Triggered. It was just the irony of it. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why, but it just kind of stuck. You know what I mean? Like I'm Triggered, and it's funny because my name's I'm Triggered, and I'm the one triggering people, and it's just great. I love it. And
it goes.
I'm triggered, man.
You know what? I caught that when I saw that it said that. Can you guys hear me? Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I took you off of my earbuds. So I have a live going on and people are going into panic mode because they're like, you're so quiet. We can't hear anything. So if I take the earbuds off, they can hear at least the conversations coming through the phone.
Okay.
So if it sounds like I'm a little farther away, I apologize. But I totally got where you were coming from, Christian, when you did your as I'm triggered, because of exactly what you said. I mean, most people on the left tend to be triggered. I feel like before I meet somebody or before anybody comes over, I have to be like, I just want to let you know that I'm a conservative influencer. And they're like, what does that mean? And I'm like, well, literally, you're going to walk into my house, walk upstairs, and there's Trump everything. So you need to be okay with that. Otherwise, you can't come over.
Yep.
And they're like, oh, yeah, no, we're okay. Yeah. Until they see it, they're like, ah! And they bust out into
Bro,
tears.
did you see my not the last video, but the video before the last? If you check my my second to last video, it's basically about being triggered. It's hilarious. But honestly, another thing about my name is I was trying to think of a word commonly used or commonly thought about when it comes to liberals, and that's the first thing that came to my mind. I was like, I'm doing that. I'm triggered.
Yeah,
so,
no, I love that.
Let's go.
And you know what's so great about that, like so serendipitous about the fact that you're using "I am triggered" is because isn't it so true that they always steal? They can't even come up with their own like cut downs and their own like. So remember, like snowflake. Snowflake was originally coined as a term towards melting, liberals, right? That just can't handle the heat, and then triggered. Triggered has always been a word that describes the left. Like when they lose it, and now all of a sudden it's like they're like, oh, "What are you triggered? What are you a snowflake?" I'm like, "What are you unoriginal?"
Yeah, exactly. Well, and when you think triggered, you think of that. There's two memes that I think it's that lady where she's like triggered, and then it's the other one crying on the streets of New York, and like, ah.
Yep.
I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah.
I don't care. Obviously I care. We want Trump 2020. But if it were the other way around, I'm going to wake up the next day. We're going to work on 2024. We're going to go and handle business. I don't have time to cry today. I don't.
Absolutely.
And you also don't want the captain of your ship sinking the ship. So you got to stand behind whoever it is that's running this shit show. Period.
Well, it's funny. Like in 2016, when Hillary was leading early, it was just great. Like when all the conservatives got off work, that's when it all went south for them.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All the conservatives got off work and they went to go vote. Listen. I am not worried. I am not worried about this election. I know that when you see these Trump parades and the boat parades and you see the rallies everywhere, they're rallying outside Walter Reed for the president. Dude, you don't see that. Did you ever see that for George Bush? A little strategery. Did you ever see that for old George Bush? No, you didn't. You didn't.
No, you didn't. You know what?
You just saw him ducking shoes.
I haven't seen that for any president ever. I mean, maybe there was a lot. I don't know. Was there a lot of pride for Kennedy?
No, I mean, I don't know. I just don't remember seeing any boat parades or anything like that in the history books.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, how can anybody tell us that these poll numbers? We saw how that worked out for them last time. These poll numbers that they're like, oh, the polls show that he's 16 points off. Listen. You guys already did this. I've already seen this show. You guys did this in 2016, and look at where you're at now. You're still crying. You guys are like freaking out and saying you're moving to Canada, and you're still here. They were supposed to move, and they're still here. Like, I'm willing to buy people plane tickets to leave. They're super cheap right now, and I have American Airlines credits. Go.
Obama, when are you moving, Obama? When are you leaving the United States?
Well, since I was never born in the United States, Enough said.
You're not gonna pull. You're not gonna pull out your. You're not gonna pull out your birth certificate.
Oh,
You know.
What is it?
I gotta go.
What is it when he says? They always say that catchphrase, right? When they go low, we go high. You gotta say that.
oh yeah.
When they go low, we go high.
Listen, all of you people in live land on TikTok right now, we're recording our TikTok conservative podcast. Honestly, go follow us on YouTube. You're gonna want to see these impersonations by I Am Triggered, and if you're not, that's what I'm talking about. He's a subscriber. You need to go check it out.
And I have a
all right.
Well, but
okay, well,
TikTok
what's your
first.
what's your YouTube channel? I Am Triggered 2020. You heard it there.
But I don't know. It has the picture of Save the Children on it, and
so tell me a little bit about your YouTube channel, real quick, Christian. So
it's nothing special. It's just my TikTok videos. I don't really know yet how to get my YouTube really started, but I already have 70 subscribers. Surprisingly, I don't know why, but
awesome.
Yeah,
that's awesome. Yeah, I don't know how the censorship is on YouTube. I mean, have they messed with you at all?
I had a video hit almost 2,000. I mean, the one video that almost got 2,000 views on YouTube, which was posted a couple weeks ago, has more dislikes than likes, which is expected.
I mean, yeah.
It makes me wonder how many dislikes I would have on TikTok if that was an option.
Probably a lot. Probably quite frankly, you'd have a huge amount of dislikes.
Yeah.
Very huge, quite frankly. You look at the statistics, it's tremendous. Tremendous.
Oh man.
So for our live, so we have.
All right, hey guys, my phone's up.
Okay,
my phone's at 4%.
Check this out. So I Am Triggered at I Am Triggered. Okay, on TikTok. You can also find Christian on YouTube. Okay, I'm looking all over the place. I got cameras everywhere. You can also go on YouTube. I Am Triggered 2020. Check him out on YouTube. Give him a follow, subscribe.
So you know, my moderators are putting that in my chat right now, in my live. So we have 161 in my live right now. I have awesome moderators. Thank you so much. This is kind of a cool podcast this time. We have some of our moderators and giving shout outs. So thanks, Cayenne Pepper, for posting I Am Triggered. Please follow him. One of my favorite, probably top 5 TikTokers. I Am Triggered.
Wow, dude, that means a lot, bro. Because I have a feeling, you're gonna make it bigger than me on TikTok eventually. So that means a lot to me, bro.
I mean, I'm so annoying to so many people, I feel like.
That's the thing. The more annoying you are to them, the more I don't know. It's something about that. I forget the more I triggered people.
Yeah, you gotta be annoying.
Yeah, you gotta learn, man.
So seriously, who cares about that other dude that does Trump and Obama, right? That he blocked you because he can't handle you. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Dude,
we can
collaborate. You do Obama, I'll do a little.
That means.
Trump. That's right.
That means he saw.
That's right, man. I love it.
Yeah, we should.
So, hey, thanks again for coming on. Next time you'll have more life on your phone. You'll be back on the show soon. That's for sure. Because we need our daily dose of Obama and Trump. Thank you so much.
That's awesome, bro.
Thank you very much, Obama. Sir. I'm triggered.
All right, man.
Peace, brother.
Shit.
I'm glad to trigger you today, man.
All right. So he's gonna.
All right. How do I get out of here?
You either let the phone die.
You're stuck in Trump land,
or you just turn your phone off.
All right. It just says hang up on the bottom, so I'm gonna do that, guys. I'm glad I triggered you guys today. Hope to trigger you guys some other time.
Peace out, brother.
Thanks, Ryan.
Peace out, guys.
That was great. That was awesome.
Dude, so he was great, huh?
Oh my God, so great. I wish that there was a way that our live viewers could
hear
see
him.
that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
no, that's awesome. So you guys got to go follow. I'm from Illinois, by the way. So we'll have guests on always, right? I mean, we'll try and make it a point to always have guests on. I think that was great.
So I just wanted to say again to my live family out there in TikTok right now. We're just me and Conservative Anthony. We're recording our podcast that you'll see go up probably tomorrow. It takes a long time to edit these things.
Yeah.
But Anthony is live right now too. He's actually got his headphones off so they can actually hear, right? They can actually hear like what's going on right now.
Yeah, so they are able to hear both of us right now talking. They can't see, so if they can't see the podcast, they could just see me.
Right. So if you want to pull up Conservative Anthony's live, I hate to send you away from my live, but like, you could actually hear too. But it's okay. Or you could just wait. Or you could just wait. That's right. They just can't see me. That's better that way. It's better that way.
It is. Yeah.
But dude, he's fun, huh? Like,
yeah, so fun. So fun.
And I didn't know about him. I didn't know about him until like you said that. Now he's on my FYP.
Yeah. Not your FYTP, right? Just your FYP.
I love how he had like the Confederate flag up there, like everything that's literally gonna like trigger somebody on the left.
Yeah.
He just had his
we have Conservative Ariel popped into my live just now.
She was in mine. She gave me some love. She sent me some
too. Thank you.
That's part of the House of Boom right there. By the way, I've been working on some super sweet swag for the House of Boom.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Some 80s themed stuff. Dude, it looks good. The astronaut.
So good. Like the MTV thing.
Yes. MTV astronaut. Dude, it's going to be sweet stuff. And it's going to be on Printify, which where you're going to be able to buy all your favorite House of Boom gear.
Yes.
And that's where you can be able to find everybody's stuff, On the Daily with Dahlia, Washington for Trump, Conservative Ariel, V-Rod Phoenix, Boomer Justin, Conservative Ant. I feel like I'm missing somebody. The Chris Dawson and Alicia May.
I think you got it.
I think I got all of them this time. I didn't forget On the Daily with Dahlia like we did last episode.
Dude, I have some kick butt moderators. Like Cayenne Pepper is awesome. She like pops in once in a while. She's like, they're on a podcast right now, guys. Like she's really moderating. She's like, it's called TikToff Conservatives. Like she's got like the light, like the little like siren emoji. She's my best.
So I got some great moderators too. Alaska Texas Designs. She's doing her thing. I think they're a little upset. I think they're quite frankly just a little upset with me because I'm not interacting with them on the live.
I know. It's hard to run. This is a little bit different. We usually just focus on the podcast, but today was it's a little bit different because we're trying to incorporate some of our thank you, Ryan. We're trying to incorporate some of our followers and some people that we're fans of to join. So
yeah, our followers. So check this out. Everybody. Here we go. Here he is. Live and in living color. You get to see a little bit of the studio, a little behind the scenes action. Living color. So if it looks like I'm ignoring you, I'm not ignoring you. We're just recording the show.
Yes.
As they say, the show must go on, right? The show must go on.
I got it. Yeah, show must go on. I just got to give a shout out to Pro-Life Poet. If you're not following Pro-Life_Poet, he's got some awesome material too. He's one of my moderators, doing great. Anyways, I digress.
Shout out. So I got to give a shout out to some other folks.
Please.
Got to give a shout out to Conservative Ariel because we've already talked about her. She's hopping back and forth. We got the Conservative Hendizzle. He's trying to do his thing on the old TikTok. He's putting out some good videos, and he's one of my moderators. We got Cotty Cotton in the house.
Oh, Cotty's my boo thing.
Yeah, Cotty Cotton's a moderator for both of us, right?
Yep.
So Cotty's in the house. We got the whole gang, man.
We do.
We got the whole gang.
We do.
What's great is I have a dink. Okay, so listen, we all know I have a dink. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is conservatives are like, really? No, like we have. So my big thing is, right, be a good human being. Don't be a dink, and remember to laugh. Well, there's a huge dink that likes to infiltrate all my lives. Okay, this guy is a douche and a half. All right, and so he's in the live right now, giving everybody trouble. But it's okay. My moderator's got it.
Oh my God, Officer Kingery is in my live right now.
No, get out of here. Is he really?
God.
So Officer Kingery is in Conservative Ants Live
I'm going to fangirl for 5 minutes.
He's going to have to be on the podcast.
I would love to have Officer Kingery on my podcast.
Yes.
Me, him, my good friend Brianna, and Anne Marie. That would be an awesome time on our podcast.
Yeah. We're going to have to make it happen, Captain. We'll have to make sure that the camera is panned out enough for Officer Kingery so that he can do some dance moves for us.
Yes, and I need
he'll teach us how to he'll teach us how to Dougie.
Boomer Justin. Oh, this is my partner in crime. Thank you.
Yeah, he'll teach us how to Dougie, right?
He'll teach us how to Dougie. Yeah, it'll be like the whitest Dougie ever because I don't have. I'm still using dance moves from like the 90s.
Listen, I am so glad that you can't dance because I can't dance either.
I mean, I can feel
I try.
the rhythm. Yes, Madre, you will be my moderator as well. Isn't Madre one of your moderators too?
Yes,
Justin?
she is. Yes, she is.
Okay, she's solid.
But when you talk about the rhythm and how it's going to get you, it instantly makes me think of the rhythm is gonna get you.
Rhythm is gonna get you.
Little Gloria Estefan, huh?
Oh my God, my dad was obsessed with her.
Do you know what? So my father-in-law, okay, so he's Puerto Rican, and his like his thing is
Officer Kingery said he is in for the podcast in the future.
That's what I'm talking about. So, guys, Officer Kingery will be on TikToff Conservative Podcast.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about. So, thanks to one of the best cops on the planet.
Yes, and thank you for your service.
But my father-in-law, he's Puerto Rican, and anytime, like, Pitbull comes on, Pitbull comes on, he goes, Pitbull!
When I lived in Florida, Pitbull was like their god. I mean, he was like, man, Jesus Christ in Miami. I mean, I ain't mad at him. Have you seen Pitbull?
What? What about him? I've seen him.
Great looking dude. Hello. Come on, Justin. Give the program, dude.
I mean, sure. Like, I mean, he's kind of like not my cup of tea, but I guess he's a handsome dude.
Yeah. Well, you know my woman crush. I told you today about it.
Oh, wait. Who's the woman crush?
Jennifer Aniston.
Oh, Jennifer Aniston. That's right.
Yeah. That's right. Non-political. Political woman crush. Candace Owens. Going to marry her.
Political crush. Conservative Anthony's political crush is Candace Owens.
Yeah.
She's going to be president one day. Candace Owens is going to be president one day.
God, I hope Candace Owens is president one day.
I have no doubt in my mind.
She is a badass.
And she will be picked based off the content of her character and not the color of her skin, like Kamala Harris was. I mean, literally,
Kamala.
dude, Biden took that away from her. Biden took away being the first African-American VP nominee or candidate, right? By saying, I'm going to pick a woman of color for my VP. He basically just said, I don't care what anybody's qualifications are, how qualified you are to be the vice president and possibly be the president of the United States. All I want is a woman of color to be my VP. So he took that moment.
And that's
he took that
such a
moment.
shame.
He took it away from her. He took it away from her.
Oh, totally. That's such a shame. You don't choose somebody based off of their sexual orientation or color. I mean, come on. Where am I living at? I always say this, I say this in some of my videos all the time. I'm like, are we on Earth right now? Is this for real? Is this for real?
Is this real life? Like,
it must not be.
I just have to say, quite frankly, I don't feel like I'm living in the real world. I feel like it's an alternative reality where life is not real. Did I already say that? I think I already said that.
And there's a major glitch in the Matrix. Major.
There's a bigly glitch in the Matrix.
If you just look at Nancy Pelosi, she's melting off of her own body.
I really recommend the red pill.
Yeah.
Dude, yes, she is. She's melting. Nancy Pelosi is like the perfect example of what legitimate global warming is. It ain't about the trees. It ain't about the underbrush and the fires that are started by arsons. It's about Nancy Pelosi,
right?
And how she's melting before us. She's like a slushy left outside too long.
Yeah. And then she wakes up and her brain is so fried that she's like, today it's going to be about the 25th Amendment. What are you talking about now, girl? Now what is it? Put the whiskey away, honey. What are you talking about today? Now it's the 25th Amendment. Okay.
So I have people asking, are there ways to watch two lives at once? Because that would be great, because they would be able to listen to both of us. And I don't know how real time it would be for them, but the only way that you could do it that I know of would be to have another phone that you can connect to the Wi-Fi in your house. And as long as you have like your Apple Store, you could or Apple Store or Google Play or whatever, you could probably download TikTok again. And if it doesn't allow you to do it on your same account being logged in twice, just make a secondary account, log into one account on one phone, log into the other account on your other phone, and then you've got both lives. And then you can watch both people at the same time.
It's how determined you want to be.
It is how determined. That's
I'm sorry. I was told I'm not allowed to use this.
What, this?
Yeah.
Why?
It's this whole thing. It's another thing that they picked out. It's really ridiculous. Now you can't even, stand right.
Listen. They tried to prosecute some naval officers, students at Annapolis, right, for doing the circle game. The circle game, bro.
Doesn't this mean okay?
So apparently, I guess it was a fascist Nazi symbol or something like that. Okay. And I don't exactly know the whole backstory behind it. But I do know that apparently in today's society, if a hateful group or an evil bunch of ignorant people decide to pick up anything or do any kind of gesture, that gesture instantly becomes offensive to everybody in the entire world. So you can't use certain things when a hateful group grabs it. So if a hateful group grabs the American flag and uses it, well, then we can't just fly the flag anymore because it's a sign of hate, right?
Right. You can't say the Pledge of Allegiance in school anymore either because that's a sign of hate.
Well, Joe Biden can't say the Pledge of Allegiance either because he doesn't remember the words.
Joe Biden has no idea that he's even running for vice president. The guy's empty.
Listen, did you see
see those people that just unzip their skin and then hang it on a hanger? That's Joe Biden when he goes home. He goes.
Did you see the video of Kamala and Joe walking on the hangar, in the hangar bay, and Joe was just kind of hucking behind her, and Kamala's straight business walking to the podium, and Biden just sits down like a nice little puppy. He's not the one running for president, right? She is.
Oh yeah.
And dude, she was on full display in the debate. And remember when Mike Pence, the vice president, said bring it on. I'll see you in Salt Lake City. And everybody was like, oh, Kamala's going to eviscerate him and blah, 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 blah. Dude, Pence owned her.
Demolished.
Just, she wouldn't answer the questions. And he would call her out on it. He'd say, so let the record show that she won't answer the question again. Or oh my God, it was great. And then what do they all have to talk about today? What are the liberals celebrating from that debate?
The next day? Are we going to talk? Oh, the fly?
The fly.
Whole debate. She lied I'm confirmed 5, maybe even 6 times that Kamala lied. And we're going to talk about the fly.
Listen, I'm normally a little bit louder, but I do have family visiting. And so like they're like on the other, there's like a closet behind this wall and then it's the room. But my little nephew, if he wakes up, I'm in trouble and I'm going to be the one that has to put him to sleep.
Oh no, you're fine.
So I gotta make sure that I gotta try to keep it in check. I haven't, the missus hasn't come down the stairs yet. And she hasn't like kickstand the leg out and like looked at me and been like, you be quiet.
Right.
Not yet, at least. But dude, so the fly, okay, do we believe the fly was real, yes or no?
So somebody sent me a video, and you guys on TikTok Live can let me know. We're talking about the fly now.
Was the fly real, yes or no, guys?
Was the fly real, yes or no? I want to know. I just got some video. I mean, I was bombarded with videos that day, and it was CGI. It was a fake fly.
Did you see the viral video about the it was the fly on his head, and then
Joe Biden's head?
No, you know the Fleetwood Mac song? The dude on the skateboard. Did you see the one where it was the fly and it zooms in and it's the fly doing the hip dance and then he drinks the cranberry juice?
Oh, it's so good. It's
dude,
so good.
That guy, what's his name? Dogface or something like that.
Dogface, yeah.
420 Dogface. Dude, he got a free truck or car out of skateboarding. Yeah, from Ocean Spray. Ocean Spray saw it. Well, yeah.
So is this what everyone's doing on TikTok? This Ocean Spray thing?
Yes.
All right.
That's why. So the CEO or something like that of Ocean Spray caught wind of that video, and their sales went through the roof. Fleetwood Mac's song went to the top of like the Apple like store. Like,
isn't it crazy?
Download. Isn't it funny how TikTok can drive like the economy?
Yeah. But they would be able to tap it. TikTok would be able to maximize more if they didn't shut out a certain group of people. You know what I'm saying?
So,
I mean,
for those that don't know, the video that we're talking about, there's a guy, older guy. He's got like a tattoo of like a feather on his head. I don't know if he's like in California or Arizona or somewhere like that, but he's on a skateboard, I think, and he's just kind of like gliding down the road, and he's gliding to the road. I forget the name of the song. It's a Fleetwood Mac song. And right towards like the end of the video, he just pulls up a big, not even like a little, it's like the whole like container of like cranberry juice and takes a big swig.
Yes.
That's it. And that went super viral and it spiked sales for Ocean Spray enough to where they bought him a freaking car. Speaking of cars, Anthony, cars. So my car, right? My Jeep.
Yeah.
I almost like died.
I know, crapped out.
Boomer Justin. No, I almost died.
You died in that situation? I didn't know that.
I almost died. The CV axle dropped right out of the bottom of the Jeep.
Justin, I don't know what a CV axle is. That is not my forte.
So check it out, right? So like you have a CV joint, right? That goes from like, so you have okay. There's going to be some mechanics that watch the show and they'd be like, Boomer Justin, you're such a dumbass. You don't know what you're talking about. But anyway, so you have the drive shaft in the middle of the car that spins this way, right?
Yeah.
From the engine to the back. Now there's gears and stuff in the back that when this one spins this way, it spins the other ones this way to spin your wheels, right?
Uh-huh.
So the wheels rotate and they get power. Well, there's a joint that goes into that like rear differential, right? The thing that makes your wheels go.
Got it.
That part popped out.
Oh,
because
while driving.
Because the support that holds everything up on that side, up to a part of the frame, rusted out and broke. And so the whole like joint went down like this, and it popped it right out and fell right out in the middle of the road.
Oh my God.
So my back left tire like it was in place. It wasn't going to like fly off, but like it had nothing, like it was just rotating and like damaging stuff in there.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I didn't know that. Well, do you want to know what people just said to me?
What did they say?
She said his head is saying yes, me, but Anthony is thinking about espresso.
Anthony loves his espresso.
I don't know how I can drink so much coffee, you guys, and still, like, I go to bed fine.
I love coffee, and you're going to have to try some of my coffee. I'm going to have to get you some.
Okay, so I'm still waiting.
I can make you espresso. Listen, if you have Boomer Justin's espresso, once you go Boomer Justin, you never go back.
I've heard that before.
My wife Amanda is going to be like, yeah, bullshit.
Right. She's like, I'll go back.
But once you go Boomer Justin black coffee, you never go back. I'm gonna make one of my espresso roast. It's gonna be so black. I'm gonna call it Long Dong Roast.
Ooh, I like that. Make sure you send me a jar though. Real talk.
It'll have a big picture of a big
eggplant
on it.
Or that guy that everybody sends out.
I know which one you're talking about.
Oh, put it on the fly.
Oh my God. Ridiculous.
Oh man.
So how many people do you have in your live right now?
So we have 118 people in our live right now. We're now talking about espresso.
Do you want to guess how many? Do you want to guess how many I have in my live?
Yeah.
Just guess.
50.
3,008.
You have 3,008 people in your live?
Minus 3,000. Your face was priceless.
Oh my God. People want me to do the phone smack. I have to do it.
Classic. Somebody said classic.
I
boom.
just died. Somebody said, so wait, you guys are able, can you, yeah, people can hear. Okay. Someone's like minus 3,000. So I just want to make sure people can actually hear the podcast.
Can actually hear both of us? Well, that's probably,
oh my God.
That's probably why there's so many, like so little in my live, because I told them to go over to your live so they can actually hear both of us.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, that's why I took the buds out. Okay. So what are you going to do? So at least you're safe. What are you going to do with the car now?
Oh, so yeah. So the Jeep, yeah. My plan was I was going to have to try to sell the thing as is, because there is no way I'm going to be able to afford fixing that thing. It's just not worth it. It's like $5,000 or $6,000 worth of repair. So somebody I know named Cotty Cotton whispered into somebody else's ear I know that might be on the podcast with me right now, and they did this super cool kind of like Boomer Justin fundraiser, and you guys raised a lot of money for me to help get me into the Boomer beater, right? To get me into the Boomer mobile, something. Because I mean, I still got to work. I got the 4 kids at home. My wife is a stay at home, and yeah. So I really appreciated everybody. And I know there are probably a lot of people right now in your live that donated to try to help me. And I just want to thank all of you from the bottom of my heart. That touched me in such a way that I can honestly never repay you guys for doing that for me that night. It was so incredibly moving and beautiful. And when people reach out and help each other, like you did for me, it just really shows that we're not as divided as the media says we are. We're not. Mm-hmm. We're not. And I love you all for it. Thank you so much.
And I want you to know that, you know, I love you too. You're like a brother to me. But more than that, it just goes to show that when somebody is down, we all come together. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter whether you're red, blue, black, white, Italian, gay, Chinese. It doesn't matter. When someone needs help, we need to pick, an old Vietnam veteran used to tell me when we used to have to go out, they used to say, boys, drop your sock, or what was it? Drop your socks and pick up your cocks.
No, it was, you have it backwards.
Or is it drop your cocks and pick up your socks? Drop your cocks, whatever. You know what I mean, damn it.
You said
drop your socks and pick up your cocks.
So for all you guys that can't hear what Conservative Ant just said, okay, he said an old wise Vietnam veteran once said, he said, drop your socks and pick up your cocks.
I didn't mean, you know what I meant, the other way around.
It's the other way around.
Listen, I was 16 at the time. I barely remember.
Confucius say, man who goes to bed with itchy bum wakes up with stinky finger.
People are dying here. They're laughing. Connie. Oh, man. No.
Oh, my God.
Guess what? TikTok came through for us. TikTok family really came through. I'm happy. Yes. I hope it all works out for you. And yeah.
So there is someone who in your live in the middle of when you were doing the Boomerathon, the Boomerathon.
Oh, I like that. The Boomerathon.
It's so easy to throw Boomer in front of anything. I need a crappy car. Let's call it a Boomer beater. Right? I need money. Let's call it a Boomerathon.
Right.
But anyway, so there was a beautiful person in the middle of your Boomerathon that was like, hey, I want to help. I have a car. Right. And so I was supposed to meet her today, but she had some things come up. But this week I'm supposed to meet up with her. She literally has a car for me. And like the fact that she's not even that far away, which is the even more insane thing. But like to have someone just put in your path like that and want to do something so awesome to help another human being out in a rough situation, again, just restores all the faith that the media tries to disgrace and take away from us. You know, it's just unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's quite frankly, probably one of the best things that's ever happened to me. At least that's what they tell me.
Huge. You do the best.
It's huge.
I've talked to that lady now often, Samantha. She's an awesome person. And so yeah, I'm glad that we were able to come together. That's awesome.
So thank you, Samantha.
Thank you, Samantha.
I can't wait to meet you. And don't worry, there will definitely be a TikTok on that exchange.
Oh, I can't wait to see it.
I'm probably going to cry, bro.
It's okay.
I get emotional. I really do. I get verklempt. Talk amongst yourselves.
Can we talk about sweater weather? A sweater weather.
Like butter. Those legs, she's like butter.
Well, the verklempt part was from Mrs. Doubtfire, right? I'm feeling
no, verklempt is from what's her name? Coffee Talk with Lynn SNL.
Oh, that's, yeah. So it's 444.
We'll talk. Yeah, Coffee Talk. What's his name? Did that? Mike Myers.
Yes. Best SNL.
Talk amongst yourselves. Yeah, hands down. I mean, back when you had Gilda Radner and all them too. I mean, that was amazing.
But then now, SNL has resulted to Chris Rock praying for the coronavirus, pretty much saying he wishes that it would take out Trump and Melania. Like, disgusting. Like, where are we going with Hollywood right now?
Listen, dude, we could run SNL. We could be on SNL and make more people laugh.
I agree. I mean, we and we're not just saying me and or Boomer and I, but we have Nancy Pelosi impersonator.
I am triggered.
Can be Obama.
Yeah.
You and I could just be goofballs. I mean, I could do a goofball from New York.
Well, I could do Trump. I could do a little Clint Eastwood.
Oh. see.
Yeah, are you feeling lucky? Well, do you, punk? Like, I have to do a little smooth.
You do way more voices than I do. I only do the New York accent. That's all I can
Just
do.
let me tell you something. Carol Baskins is that bitch. Killed her husband.
Whacked him.
Convince me that it didn't happen. Fed him to tigers, they're snacking. What's happening? Carol Baskins is.
You know what? We should get all of the big ones together. And somebody said they can do.
That's what she said.
And I know Kaylee McEnany impersonator. There we go.
You just ignored it.
Christopher Walken.
You said, "Wow, guys, you just ran right past it." You said we should get all the big ones together, and I said, "That's what she said."
Ah! I did run past it. Damn it.
Dude, my face. What's so funny is like on the podcast, like on this camera that I have for the podcast, my face is just so like porcelain white. But on my TikTok live, my face is so red from laughing right now.
I look kind of tan.
Everybody, I look so red.
Say hello to Justin.
I'm here. It's an honor to share this podcast with you all. It surely is. Look at Anthony doing his poses.
I can't believe that.
That was such an extra pose.
Oh, now you know what extra is, so you're going to use that now.
No cap. For anybody that doesn't know, I'm 35 years old, but I swear I feel like I'm about 50 when it comes to the lingo and stuff and the interwebs.
The interwebs. Oh my God, I can't.
I try to figure out the fandangled interwebs, and I'm just like, I don't know what keys to hit. The keys, they just tend to annoy me.
See, all the voices.
Like I said, and I tell you this a million times.
Rob.
The key to the voices is to just do them mildly well.
So how does this work? Like, do you sit in the bathroom and look in the mirror when you're by yourself? Or how did you start the voices?
So it's funny. Well, Christian kind of touched on it. You hear someone on TV or you hear someone else do the impersonation. You're like, I think I can do that. And then you just start like messing around with it. And then all of a sudden you're just all of a sudden in character. And the voice just kind of flows and comes out, you know? And Clint Eastwood, that's one that gets everybody, it gets Anthony going.
Well, I can do a fabulous Stewie Griffin.
Ooh, I like it. I think I can do Stewie a little bit too. Do you want me to try? I can try.
Yes,
here we go.
Do Stewie.
So can you do Brian at all? Can you do Brian?
I guess.
No. Oh, wait, that wasn't your Brian, right?
Why is it not supposed to be Brian?
Brian's the dog. He's the one that's just like very. Isn't Brian the one that's like what's the dog's name? It's Brian, right?
Brian.
Yeah, I think.
Oh
yeah. So and he's just very plain. He just talks like this.
He's like really.
Yeah, there you go. That's good. So I'm like, how can you tell me what to do? You can't even see the colors of the flag. You colorblind commie.
Really? You're calling me colorblind, Stewie?
It's cool. It's cool whip.
Why are you saying it like that?
It's what? I'm not saying it like anything. I'm just saying cool whip.
Right there. You just did it again.
Cool whip.
Why are you using the H that way?
Whip. I'm saying cool whip. Cool whip.
All right, I'm not having this conversation. That was actually pretty good.
A little impromptu. I love it.
The best though is when Stewie is drunk and he's like, Are you watching? I'm gonna jump from this shelf into my high chair. Are you? Oh, it hurts. There's a gash. It's deep. It doesn't hurt though.
Did you ever see the one where they make fun of the wine stepping lady? Where she's like, oh.
Oh yeah, give me the keys, Brian. Give me the keys. I'm I'm driving. Give me your keys.
I love it. That's awesome. Dude, I gotta like change the filter. I gotta change the filter on
I might
TikTok.
have lost people
So red.
on this tangent because everybody is expecting political, and this podcast has been completely off kilter.
No,
it's funny.
No.
Stop with the face. What's the face?
Whose face? They're saying you have a face?
You're like, oh.
Oh, me. Somebody told me that on my TikToks that what gets them is my facial expressions, and sometimes I don't even know that I'm like doing them, you know.
Yeah.
And so it just like I did just come out like.
So yesterday, I have to tell everybody. Yesterday, everybody wants to hear the pop all the time. I was on Justin's live, although I was shadow banned most of the time, which happens to a lot of us. And he was talking about cow balls.
So for those of you who need to know, okay, not only do I do voice impressions, but I'm actually I consider myself a semi-smart, intelligent person. Just slightly.
No, you're a freaking rocket scientist. You know so many things. Like you taught me today I've learned so much already.
So we use something in the laboratory, right? So like when you have
laboratory, he's in the laboratory.
In laboratory.
Deadly nightshade.
It's pronounced laboratory.
I call this deadly nightshade.
What happened to your hump? Hump? What hump? I don't have a hump.
Oh,
Valbuha. So, what a great movie. But so in the laboratory we use a lot of weird stuff to do everyday lab things, right? So like one of the things we use is bovine testes, cow nuts. It's literally crystalline cow balls. And like we use it to like make joint fluid, okay? Synovial fluid, joint fluid. Instead of it being like super like, it's like the oil for your joints, right? Instead of it being super viscous, we got to make it nice and thin so that we can do our job and look at different cells and stuff in it. So it just happens that like crystallized cow balls make it thinner. The hyaluronidase, it's an enzyme. But anyway, so we use cow nuts, the stuff we grow bacteria on, right? It's sheep's blood. We use antibodies in blood bank that are like from rabbits, monoclonal antibodies and stuff. So we just use a bunch of wild stuff. And so what I'm getting at with this is I want the left to stop saying Donald Trump is using aborted babies to get better, because they're wrong, they're ignorant, you're stupid, and you look ratchet. Okay?
You heard it here first.
Because you don't know what you're talking about. And I've seen some people talk about it. Listen, they took the science happened back in the 1970s in the Netherlands. You had some scientists that used stem cells, okay, from miscarriage babies. Not a big pile of aborted babies. Get that out of your head. That's what the media wants you to think, okay? That Trump is just sitting there and he's like, yep, I'll take that baby. I'll take that baby.
Right.
I want that baby. That baby's got some really fine stem cells. Give me all the stem cells in that baby. That's not happening, okay? So they took those stem cells and they ran them through a hamster's ovaries, and it created an alloantibody that is helping to fight and helping Trump recover. So it's as simple as that. And we get stem cells, not just from fetal tissues, we get them from cord blood, which is like one of the most donated things you can get. All right. And there's no aborted babies that are happening here. It's not this big,
but that's what they take mill. And they just run with that. They don't research anything.
No, they don't. They just regurgitate what they heard and what they read
on CNN or MSNBC.
So, dude, Anthony, we're the news, bro.
I know. We said this earlier today. We are the news because we take something that we heard, we actually do research on it, and then we speak to it. And if I can't speak to something 100%, I will be like, I'm sorry. It's not in my wheelhouse right now. I haven't looked it up. I haven't looked into it. What do you know about it? Let me know. Like, that's it. I'm not going to.
Yeah, no, I'm just going to bullshit you. I'm just going to bullshit you. Right. I'm going to pretend I know, Anthony.
Right.
I'm just joking. Anthony's going to be like, hey, so I need to know about whatever. And I'm going to be like, yeah, I know what that is, Anthony. I got you.
Yeah.
And I'm going to feed you line bullshit. That's what the media is doing. That's what they don't know what they're talking about. They just throw shit out there. How about this, right? So Trump, remember when they gave him shit for saying, we're going to like treat coronavirus like with UV lights, injecting light into us.
Yeah.
Like crazy, amazing. Dude, they're actually doing it. They have like this catheterized UV light that goes into the site and it's like killing coronavirus.
Well, that's the thing. That's what's so funny about it is when he said that, he was like, I mean, from what I remember that press conference or that press briefing, and he's like, I don't know, they're working on all kinds of stuff. I mean, from what I understand, they're using some type of UV light, right, guys? And he was right. Like, I looked it up, and they really are using a UV treatment. The guy wasn't wrong. And actually, have you ever looked at a vaccine and what's in it? There's like
detergent
stuff. Yeah, there's stuff that's in like Lysol in a vaccine. So like,
exactly.
He didn't say, by the way, when you go to the store, pick up a gallon of bleach and drink it. Lord, I wish some people would have just done it.
Glug, 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 glug. Grab all the Lysol.
But they took it and ran. Like,
of course they did. Trump said to inject bleach into your veins.
Right.
No,
that's not what he said. He needs to denounce this. People are doing it everywhere. Good. The people we need to weed them out. If they're doing
look at how they. I want you to just for a second imagine Barack Obama being the president right now, catching coronavirus. What kind of
there'd be flowers all over the White House front?
What kind of harrowing story would it be? It'd be like, look at how strong President Barack Obama is and how he defeated the coronavirus.
Right.
Like, dude, like there would be the people outside. There would be no issues, right? It would be
there
like
would be a whole montage from Hollywood. They would put together a whole video scene. Oh my God, President Obama
you'd have Sarah McLachlan in the background.
And then you'd have that pig. What's her name? The angels. I always forget that pig's name.
Amy Schumer?
She's such a pig. Her and Chelsea Handler, they're both hogs. Oh,
so Cotty said on my live, he goes, breaking news, Boomer Justin plays with cow balls.
That would be what the headline would be on MSNBC.
Yeah. It's like.
And then who's that guy that's on MSNBC? What's her name?
Rachel Madcow. It's kind of funny how I knew who you were talking about. Yeah, it's funny because it's true.
God.
But it's just, I can't just hold up your sign. I can't even. I literally can't even.
It's backwards, but you got it. Oh my God. That's the thing. Like, can you imagine if we were a late night host, if they would allow a conservative to, like, this would be on my desk. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Well, you already have that. Like, so Steven Crowder is exactly what late night comedy is supposed to be.
Oh,
right. Yeah. Okay. With the political twist. And then you have hacks. Like Stephen Colbert that they try to like portray as this like great like political comedian. I'm like, dude, he's a hack. He's a has-been.
Yeah.
And they totally let their hatred for all things conservative. Did you see Keith Olbermann?
No.
Did you see Keith Olbermann's like tangent that he went on about Dude, he's talking about rounding up the Trump supporters.
Oh, I heard about that. I actually that came up on my across my desk today.
So in the same breath as like all of like the like famous conservatives, he brought up that kid's name, Rittenhouse.
Yeah.
The kid that was in the street with the gun
in Kenosha. Yeah.
Did he not learn has the left not learned their lesson that like with Nick Sandman, how they had that like the Indian dude?
Oh yeah, that guy is still making money from that.
And so Nick Sandman, like, dude, is rolling in the dough because he sued CNN for defamation, and now Keith Olbermann is totally talking about, like, dude, he's about to get sued, and he's already in the middle of suing Joe Biden, right?
Yeah.
And the Biden campaign for making him look for defamation. They don't get it. They are the ones that are like super hateful and super intolerant and super regressive.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
It's so mind blowing to me.
Your husband is in my live.
Where is he at? He's not in the house.
He said, "Hey," what did he say? He said, "Hey, girl."
Where is he? He's not even around.
Jimmy James, your husband needs to know where you are.
I think he just got off of work, or he's probably still at work, showing everybody at work.
Showing everybody at work. Look. Would you look at that? Would you look at this?
See, he's on TV. He's on TV. Connie said, Connie goes, "This is the most off the rail podcast." And I love it. It really is.
It's amazing.
It's
amazing. But seriously, we're gonna have like some super, not that we're like not super cool, but we're gonna have some like super cool guests.
Right? Oh my God, we got to talk about them.
And I'm gonna just pretend like I didn't hear you and I Am Triggered, Christian, talking about your 100,000s of followers while I'm sitting here with my paltry almost 40K. Like I've literally had to like whore myself out for almost 40,000.
Honey, I've whored you out for 40,000.
Well, 40,000.
That was a good time.
40,000 is a lot. I might do it.
$20 is $20, Justin. At the end of the day, cheers, bitch.
$20 is $20.
Oh,
I love how
Molly, you in danger, girl. Where did that come from? That was literally in my mind. Oh, excuse me, that's why.
I love. Oh, so somebody says, "I love your videos and share them." Thank you. Oh. I need a little more of that so I can like catch up to Anthony. I'm coming for him.
You know what I'm looking forward to when that does happen, because I'm going to be so excited when you're there.
Oh man, look at you! When they go low, he goes high.
I mean, and we shattered that glass ceiling.
That's right, man. That's right. I was going to say, I love how my kids like leave me little reminders around, and they do it on purpose, right? Like, so I'm like, I have like my nice big desk area for like the podcast. And in the little corner, there's this little lizard.
Oh, cute.
Little lizard just chilling. Oh. I guarantee you it was my little 5-year-old Ella, who's just like, "Here you go, Dad. You can have a lizard for your podcast."
That's so cute. I don't even have anything. Oh, I do have to show. A lot of people here on live TV, on live TikTok, haven't live TV. Who are we?
On live TV. Oh, yeah.
I gotta open up my box of liberal tears. Remember?
Roll the cameras, please.
Wait. I have my box of liberal tears. So they come in a couple of different flavors, okay? This one here is rosemary.
He's opening up a box of liberal tears for everybody on my
And
live.
what I like to do is when a liberal cries, this one's vanilla, I take it and I put it in my beard so I can smell them the whole time and laugh about it. You can get this yourself. You just let me know. I collect them.
So Madre, I'm going to call her Madre, the moderator.
Madre, the moderator.
Madre. Yeah, she's the moderator.
To the chopper.
Get to the live now.
Get to the live now.
Must block. So like Madre the moderator, right? She asked a few times. I did see it. She wanted me to go into my coffee a little bit more. So just to let people know, so I've been roasting coffee since 2009, just as a hobby. I learned from an Ethiopian dude that I served with in the Navy. He just like one day like was over at my house and was like, "I'm gonna make some coffee," and he started like smoking up my house, like and roasting something. I'm like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I'm roasting coffee." So ever since then,
were you with? Oh yeah, you were with Amanda at the time. So what did Amanda say?
She wasn't home.
Okay.
I actually think she was like visiting family in South Carolina. So I had the house to myself. So I had some of my Navy buddies come over, and he cooked up like this like goat curry and like it was amazing. It was amazing. So ever since then, I couldn't drink like regular. I know it sounds snobbish, but when I drink like regular coffee now, it tastes like ashtray water. Like if I had to
yeah, well, because you're used to a certain.
Dude, it is totally so different.
It's just rich.
And not even like trying to be like a coffee snob. It's just different. I can't explain it other than, like I said, once you try it, it'll literally ruin you. It'll ruin your taste buds for coffee. I'll have you hooked. But I do. I roast it as a hobby. I do sell it. If you want to reach out to me on TikTok, just message me. Let me know. I'll mail it to you. I do it super cheap. That's what she said. Most places
right now.
Most places, like when they sell their coffee, like a fresh roast like that, a home roast, they'll sell it anywhere between $35, $45. Yeah, it's super expensive. Yeah. But I only do it like if I'm mailing it to you, I do it for like $18. That's $10 for the almost pound of coffee and like for shipping. So it's super great. So if you want to try it, just reach out to me. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Well, you already know where I live, so you can go ahead and ship me a box.
You gotta send me $18.
Oh, okay.
Dude, no, I'm just kidding. I'm just. That's when you should have tapped the camera.
I
know. I'm just kidding. No, dude, you got some coffee on the way. That's for sure. You ain't gotta pay me, man.
So let's shout out our Boom House of Boom real quick.
Yes, let's do that. So you do one, I do one. Gosh, I got something in my eye, and I can't.
The worst. It's the worst. No, you're better at shouting them all out. I'm not good with, all this.
Oh, so you want me to shout them all out?
Yeah.
All right. So we got, oh God, my eyeball. It's like not working. Okay. So we got
this. It's super straight acting.
So we got, wait. This is how you do it?
He's like this.
I can't. Oh, okay, this is so bad. I feel like my eyeball is gonna fall out of my head.
Thank you, Virginia. Thank you, Juice Junkie.
Okay, so while I fix my eye, the Chris Dawson. Okay,
the Chris Dawson.
Yeah, but it's like the underscore Chris underscore Dawson.
You're gonna put them up.
Yeah, we'll put them up. Yeah, because with these underscores and these periods and these dashes and these like just anyway. So the House of Boom is a collective of amazing content creators that you should be following. And if you're not following, definitely give them a follow. But the Chris Dawson, he does awesome shoulder dance moves. Alicia May. Okay, ALECIAMAYE. But again, it'll be up on the screen.
Yep.
That is his better half. Okay, that's a husband and wife duo, but they have their own accounts. And then we have Washington for Trump and his mullet, all of his mullet. He's got all of the mullet power going.
I just showed somebody, a guy at work actually is growing a mullet, and I had to show him Washington for Trump's mullet because it's awesome.
He's turning Washington red, folks. Washington State.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to turn it red. And then everybody in Portland. Wait, that's Oregon. Oh, my God. It's my eyeball that's messing me up.
Then we have conservative Ariel.
Oh, yeah, conservative Ariel. On the Daily with Dahlia.
Yep.
And I feel like I'm forgetting someone. Oh, yeah, V-Rod Phoenix. She's like my little sister.
I know.
Because we like kind of came on the scene at the same time. And followership wise, we've kind of like grown together. So it's super cool. So if anybody ever picks on her, I know she's a big girl and she can handle
Just tough cookie.
She can handle herself. But yeah, I get all junkyard dog. If you go after V-Rod Phoenix, I'm coming after you. But yeah, so I'm pretty sure that's the whole House of Boom. And then, of course, Boomer Justin, myself, and conservative Ant with his gajillion followers.
Yeah. That, I mean, not a bajillion, but a couple, just 2 or 3, 2 or 3, 4. No, I honestly, I was talking to somebody today, and I'm really trying to be like as personable as possible with everyone, because I don't want them to be like, oh, this guy's got 100 and blah 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 followers, and like people will be like, some people will comment on every video and like, respond, please respond, and I'm like, I'm trying. There's so many comments, but I try.
It has gotten to that point too, and I'm not even where you're at, but like I get so many like requests for videos and stuff in the mentions and stuff, and I try to get to them all. It's like a full-time job.
I've contemplating literally just doing it full-time Monday through Friday. I'm like, I will leave the live up from 8 to 5 Monday through Friday. Babe, can I? He's like, no, you need to still go to work.
That's like the Big Brother All Access. By the way, I'm a huge Big Brother fan.
Yeah, I fell off. I was such a Big Brother fan. That's another show.
But anyway,
are you watching it now?
Yes.
Oh, okay. See, I'm not.
Nicole's voice annoys me.
I'm not watching it right now.
I know you're not watching it, but her voice is just, for those who watch Big Brother, that's a vice of mine. Okay. I love Big Brother. I would love, listen, Big Brother casting. If you're out there, if you see this podcast, if you've waited an hour and 16 minutes to right now, I'd love to be on the show.
I think I would kill it on that show because my social game is so strong. I applied for them once.
That's awesome. I think I went through the motions, but I never actually.
And I applied for Real World and almost got accepted when I was 20.
Really?
Yeah, and I would have been turning 21 on the show, but I got freaked out. Because you're gone. They're like, you're gone. It was going to be Real World. It would have been Real World Chicago, actually. No, I'm sorry. It was Real World Atlanta. And I would have been gone. But like, you don't get paid while you're on the show.
So my brush up with someone from Big Brother happened in Fall River, Massachusetts. So there was a season. I forget his name. It might've been like Steven or something like that. But he was a young gay kid.
I think I might know who you're talking about.
On one of the Big Brothers. All right, I think he might have been on it twice. And I think he was just on it once.
Brown hair, skinny, muscles.
Yes.
Muscles dancer.
Is he Muscles dancer? I don't know if he's a Muscles dancer, but I know that he was a stock boy at Stop and Shop.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
So life goes on after Big Brother, because like I was in Stop and Shop, which is a grocery store up north, and I'm walking down the aisle. And I look down the aisle and I see someone stocking the shelf. And I'm like, I did like a double take and I was like, no. Yeah. And then he looked at me and he kind of like looked at me and was like, yeah, it's me. So I got a picture with him. I'll have to go look for it.
Crazy. Cause that happened to me. Yeah. First off, my cousin's husband, Andy, is really good friends with Jordan's husband now. From Big Brother. I told you.
Jordan and Jeff.
Jeff, thank you. But Jeff actually is in LA on a news station now. Like he's actually doing news stuff.
News stuff, huh? Well, yeah. There's my in.
Right. And
please put me in contact with get Boomer Justin on there, please.
So I did message somebody. I totally forgot to tell you. And with stuff like casting for Big Brother and I'm not even going to say Real World or Road Rules because it'll age me. But like any of those type of shows, they say that it's best to go right through casting because nobody can really put a good word in for you. I do have a little tidbit for everybody. I do have a cousin that was on The Biggest Loser and won the entire show. Season 10. His name is Mike. He's very good friend of mine as well, but he is my cousin. So yeah, he was on The Biggest Loser season 10 and he won.
That's cool. That is cool.
Yeah. Mike Ventrella, cool. Look it up.
I'm gonna look it up.
Mike Ventrella. He's actually, his hair, You'll die when you see his hair, because his whole shtick was a bandana, like the band, and he has curly hair. You'll see. You'll die.
Okay, all right. Okay, cool.
Yeah, but yeah. So reality TV.
Nice.
Do you watch The Challenge?
It sounds familiar. The Challenge sounds familiar.
I was trying to get a couple of questions. Miss Breezy's in. Tap the screen. Should let, dude. Our moderators are awesome.
Hey, Cayenne Pepper. Is Cayenne Pepper a moderator in yours?
Cayenne Pepper is my girl. She's from Illinois. I can't wait to meet up with her.
Well, I'm gonna make her moderator.
Yeah, she's awesome. You have to make her a moderator. Miss Breezy, go over to Boomer Justin. Miss Breezy is another awesome moderator and awesome person in general. James wants to go on The Amazing Race.
Does he really?
I think him and I would probably murder each other along the way. Because he'll be like, where's my passport? This guy loses everything. He left his phone on a plane in Rome.
I tried to add her as an admin, but I have too many, I guess.
How many are you allowed to have?
I have the max, whatever it is.
Really?
Yeah, I've hit the max.
Illinois represent. Katie Kisrow.
So Danny Rose 2004. Okay. Danny Rose 2004. If anybody wants to go educate her, I'm not trying to dox her. I'm just saying, she asks me, what's your opinion on the Trump telling people to inject themselves with cleaning products? Here we go.
But any normal person would know that that's not what he meant.
This is where we are. That's the fake news that I'm talking. That's the fake news that really just makes me sick to my stomach. And by the way, V-Rod Phoenix just mentioned me in a comment somewhere, so I'm gonna have to check that out. But like, that's what I'm talking about. That's why we are the news, because they take exactly what, like, CNBC, MSLSD, the New York Slimes, Crap News Network. That's what they do. They just regurgitate what they heard. Oh, Trump said to inject cleaner into your veins. Oh, I'm offended. That's what they do.
Wait a minute.
And then
the moderators are super cool. I joined the live last week.
Oh my God, it's just
shit, one giant power.
Well, it's a dumb question. It's a dumb question, Danny. He didn't say to inject cleaner into your veins. So take your fingers out of your ears, please.
Right. And I have done some research on vaccines, only because I have an anti-vaxxer in my family, and I don't trash somebody until I know the facts, right? Very compelling, the facts on vaccines. Anyways, I won't tell you what I am, but a lot of vaccines have these same exact things that cleaning products have in them, which is what he was referring to. So go ahead. If you want to suck up bleach, it would be great.
You need a shirt that says, if you want to suck up bleach, that would be great. Darwinism at its best is exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Darwinism at its best.
Seriously.
Remember the story of the dude when Trump talked about hydroxychloroquine, the guy that like ate like the fishbowl cleaner or whatever it was. It was some sort of like it was some sort of like water cleaner or aqua. I don't know. Like, it was some sort of like fish tank cleanser that had like, it wasn't actually hydroxychloroquine. It was like a very.
Oh my God! But can I tell you something? This is.
It was like drinking it, like wrecking his kidneys. Like, what an idiot!
This is also coming from an era where people are doing Tide Pod challenges online. So we can't be taking this serious. I mean, let's be honest. I just can't do it.
And then they're like, so Danny asked another question. What about Trump going back to the White House when he's got coronavirus? Well, because he lives there.
Yeah,
it's his house.
You go, baby girl.
It's his home. Would you rather him, I don't know, quarantine in the hospital where all the other sick people are so that he can further get those people sick? Or should he go home? Okay. And the people that you're talking about that's around him, they signed up for that. So the Secret Service people that are around Donald Trump, they pretty much have already signed on the dotted line saying, hey, if I got to take a bullet for President Trump, I'm going to do that. I think they'd rather take their chances. They do have the choice.
Asked to do it. Hey, B, hello. How does everybody think he got to the hospital in the first place? Did they give him the keys to a Bentley? No. He had to drive there. How would you get to? You know what?
He was on a chopper. They took him on the chopper.
But who's flying the chopper? They weren't.
He was autopilot. Anthony, get a hold of yourself. He's autopilot.
They weren't like, hey, Melania, take Trump with you, babe. No, somebody flew him, drove him out. You know what? This is going back. If it was Obama, there'd be a fucking 12-piece orchestra behind him, and they'd be like, da 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 da, you know, and it's Trump, and they're like, panic, dumpster fire. Like, what is happening?
When you do that, it reminds me of those things outside of like the car rental places or the car sale.
You know what I mean? It makes me so mad because it's like, and now Trump is fine. It's great. All right, let's get back to business. Like he doesn't even do he stands outside the window, the balcony, and they still have a problem. Like, but if it was Obama, again, they'd be like,
did you see
confetti balloons?
Did you see how they like zoomed in when he was at the table in Walter Reed, and they zoomed in on what he was writing, and he had like a Sharpie, and they were basically trying to say, look, he's not really doing anything. You know what? I hope he was just scribbling like, ha ha ha, Dems are stupid. I don't care. I would love it. I would love if that. You know what he was probably drawing for all of you 80s and 90s babies? He was drawing the S. You know what I'm talking about. He was drawing the S. You know what I'm talking about.
I'm going to draw it now. I'm drawing it right now. I'm drawing it now. Hold on.
That's what he was drawing for all you haters out there. He was drawing the S. Look at James. I didn't even know he was sending me gifts. He was sending me live gifts. So your hubby, Jimmy James.
Jimmy James is sending gifts? He doesn't even send me gifts.
Jimmy James. He doesn't send you gifts. That's messed up. Oh, I can't see it. Oh, there we go. Yes, the S. Yes.
Yep, you aged us.
Yep, that's it. There we go. And then what about the other one too? What about the 4-pointed star that you only draw straight lines, but then they have like they're curved.
Oh yeah.
You know? And then you colored in every other square to make it look 3D. Like it jumped. Oh yeah, I still do that
stuff.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So anyway, so guys, we're going to have to wrap it up. We're right at an hour and a half.
Yes.
And for all those people out there that are hanging with us, this was a really fun episode because we incorporated our live TikTok family. Okay. You know, all 3,022 people for me, minus 3,000. and all of your gajillion fans over there. But it's just nice.
93 online right now.
93 more than I've got. But it's okay. It's, you know what, Anthony? It's quality, not quantity.
That's what they say, Justin. And I'm triggered just popped into my live right now.
I'm offended. I'm triggered. I'm triggered. I'm triggered at I am triggered because he didn't pop into mine.
Oh,
thank
you, Juice Junkie. You've been hanging on the whole time. I'm going to be that gas station thing for Halloween. Oh, cool.
This person says Joe Biden is your president, like it or not. Have that same energy you had with Trump. What?
Well, it doesn't even make any sense. He's trying to say Donald Trump
he's replacing
is your
the song.
If you like it or not. Yeah. Have the energy you had with Barack. Guess what? If you cash that check, honey boo boo child, then guess who's your president? Because guess whose name was on it?
That's right.
With that, I say, good day, sir.
Good day. Good day. Did you see that? Did you see that TikTok where it was Trump, but it was Willy Wonka?
No.
Did you see that one?
Oh,
dude,
yeah, I saw that.
And he's walking the scene with the cane, and then the cane's behind, but it's Trump's head.
Yes, yeah. Dude, we get sent so much stuff throughout the day. And you know, today I just took a day to like not do anything, and I still did videos.
Yeah. Well, what's good is us doing the live right now. It puts our videos on the FY. Well, you're on the FYP. I'm on the FYTP.
Yeah.
Settle down, Chief. I'm not talking about you.
Oh God! So much. You just did so much. FYTP, Chief. What happened?
Dude, I'm just sitting here in my wigwam. It's all good.
Oh man, there's another.
I don't know, man.
Let's see what happens.
When I go to sleep,
you big thumb.
When I go to sleep, I'm going to shake my dream catcher until I fall asleep. Yeah, like I don't listen. I feel
like you need a dream catcher, like in the corner behind your right shoulder, just like chilling.
It's not. It's the racism for me, I guess. I don't know. Like
it's the racism for me.
You know, they always. That's one of the new things that they write when they see your stuff and they're just like, yeah, I don't like it. It offends me, and then they do. It's the racism for me, and they put the emojis. It's like, okay, yeah, hop off,
right?
Like simmer down, Tonto. I don't need that.
Yeah,
like, I'm not a racist. I don't have anything against Native Americans, and I'm sorry. I do call them Indians still. It's how I was raised, right? What was that great book and movie that you like watched on every sub day in school? Was it First Nations People in the Cupboard?
Yeah. No, it was Indian in the Cupboard.
Exactly. It's not Native American in the cupboard.
We sat Indian style.
It's dude, no, it's crisscross applesauce.
Well, in Illinois, it was Indian style.
No, that's what I'm saying.
But now it's crisscross applesauce.
Exactly.
Yeah, I heard that.
Exactly.
My niece told me.
You know, and there's a difference between saying a word like if I'm saying Indian in a derogatory way, okay, to insult you, then that's an insult, okay? And if you want to call me names for that, fine. But if I'm just saying Indian in passing and I'm not actually like, jabbing you with it, like just if you're offended, I'm sorry. Your right to being offended doesn't trump my right to free speech. And I'm not saying anything hateful. So jump off. Get off the peyote.
Jump off. Bye. Jump off.
Stop smoking the peyote.
Right.
Okay.
Good show.
Oh, I don't know. It's like they're always gonna be like, man, he's always picking on the Native Americans.
Everyone's saying, by the way, Indian style.
It is Indian style. It always will be Indian style. Like it's just, but Indians are from India. Don't you know? That's what Merriam-Webster dictionary says.
He signed something today for Native American missing people.
Yeah, but they won't put that in the news.
No, of course not.
They won't put that in the news.
Of course not. Maybe that guy on MSNBC will. What was her name?
What's that?
That guy on MSNBC, the one that cries all the time. What's her name? Oh, Rachel Maddow.
Rachel Madcow.
God, I hate that guy.
What's her name? Butch?
Butch. Hey, Butch, how you doing, Chief? Not too bad, Butch.
Butch Maddow.
My dad calls people Butch. Oh, man.
They're like, it's just, and then you got The View.
Oh, what a toxic show. We got to save that for another day.
I just want to put this out there. If you are a conservative voice, if you are a conservative champion, just stop going on The View. Do not give them, I understand how you, like, just don't. Like, don't give them any clout. Like, they're so biased and so disgusting that they're not even worth your time. You don't need to go on that show. We understand how fucked up they are.
Joy Behar's another pig.
Just let them stew in their own.
Yeah, stew in their own mess.
The smells.
It's like a trough of crap.
Oh my god. Anyway, so we got to sign off, guys.
Yeah.
So thanks again for everybody spending an hour and 33 minutes with us. It was fun. It always is. You got anything you want to say, Anthony?
No, I'm going to hang out with the livers for a little bit, I think.
You hang out with the livers? I might do the same.
Yeah, hang out with your livers, and then you and I will touch base after.
Sounds good, man.
All right, buddy. Good show. Hey, love ya.
Good show. Love you too. Oh, and by the way, the intro song that you heard at the beginning, okay, and the intro song and the outro. Oh, hubby's home. Was actually made by one of our followers,
yes.
one of our subscribers, one of our fans.
Yes, it was.
So we're Tom. I don't want to say his real name. I think it's Tommy Cat, right? Tommy Cat something.
Yeah.
So thank you for that. That's awesome. We might add a little spice to it. Might add a little more to it. But for now, we're going to keep it as is because it's super cool as is. All right.
I agree.
Thanks, everybody. You have a wonderful night.
Bye. Talk to you.